Okay, let's talk through all these golf events that you have coming up.
Gabby, I'm glad you asked. Got my calendar right here. July 17th at Red Run, and then July 31st, I have the American Golf Outing for the Cancer Society.
I also have the American Cancer Society golf outing on the 31st, and also I got yours on the 18th, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, boys, these are a lot of events and golf outings.
Well, you want me to miss my own golf tournament?
Gabby, they're all great calls.
I mean, this is...
Hold on. I got this. Guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Hold on a second.
He always...
Hey guys. Thanks for coming so fast. How are ya? You guys are Randy Wise, right? Sir. The Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Watch for the eye.
Stay tuned.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports. And some, well, not so much. Brought to you in part by Premier Security Solutions, Fairway Packing Company, and Swiss Insurance. Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at woodwardsports.com. I don't know who was driving.
I told you do it.
Hey, we didn't confirm. All right. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Welcome back to woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We have young Chris in the TD booth. No, I'm just kidding. Why don't you introduce? Is this your first time being on mic as a TD too?
Yeah. So my name's Parker. First full TD day.
Let's go.
Glad to be a part of the show with my boys JB, Easy, and Spenmo.
Let's fucking
Welcome aboard, Parker. Welcome aboard, Parker.
Welcome aboard,
You're
Parker.
already better than Chris.
We'll go easy on you, I promise. JB's moving the ones and twos, and we're wearing medals because I don't have a real reason. But if I were to bullshit one, it's because we did it. Spinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, on yesterday's show.
I got this medal from my booty hole being brown.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got this one because of my Gucci pink.
Yep.
You know.
It's true.
But onto the real reason we have these medals. It's for calling out Monty Williams to become the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. Yesterday on this very show, on this very stage, we sat here in front of these very microphones. We said, Monty, come on down.
Yeah.
We know you like him young.
Yep.
We got him young.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, we got it though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We do got him young.
We do got him young. And real quick, if I may, I make you self-conscious?
Huh?
I make you self-conscious about
No.
If I may, I don't want to take credit obviously for Monty coming, but I do want to dismiss
Why?
one.
What credit would you have to take for it?
Because yesterday I looked at this very camera in front of this very microphone. I said, "Come on down, Monty," and that very same day, Monty became a Detroit Pistons head coach.
Yeah.
It's easy, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying. On top of that, too, actually 2 weeks ago.
You also said the Pistons head coach is going to be one of the original three.
What? What do you mean?
You said the Pistons head coach is going to be one of
I don't
those
think I
original
did say
three.
that.
You did.
That's cap.
It's not.
Pull tape. What, May 17th, day after the draft, we had the same conversation about Monty Williams, and we said, and I was like, hey, calm down on Tom Gores. Like, let's see this thing through. We were talking about him being the Jerry Jones of the NBA, kind of just taking over Troy stuff, and we got I guess something to go deep on that a certain part during the show, but I'm happy Troy took his time. I'm happy Troy spent that fucking dime.
Troy didn't spend that time. Troy didn't spend shit. Tom Gores spent that time.
Tom Gores, you're right.
Yeah.
Tom Gores. That's fucking bag. $78.6 million.
Yeah. Up to $100 million with incentives and a 7th and 8th year option.
Can
So
I?
much money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. I don't want to do it to Jeff. Maybe I'm soft for not doing this, but in person last night, not in person, but over Twitter Spaces we were doing. Jeff was like, "This shows he wants to be here." I'm like, brother, he said no before.
Shows he wants that money.
Yeah, he's got the highest.
Shows he got the bag.
it's more so the money that got him to say yes. And I don't necessarily know that means he didn't want the job because of Cade or anything like that. I mean, he already had 21 to sit on while being with his family. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the coach of the Pelicans and he lost his wife? Wasn't that him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he loved it. He's probably thinking that.
Yeah.
Taking that year off and spending time with his family. I mean, 21 hymns. Sit back, relax, and do what the hell you want.
Be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice. I'm trying to get a job as a head coach, then spit on the owner the first day. Just get fired. Yeah, just take that bag.
Yeah, I
Go
wonder
chill
how
in
that
Cuba or
works. There's
something.
got to be something in the contracts avoid stuff like that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, for sure. I'm sure if it's like
You gotta give them
you're
money back or
trying to
something?
get fired.
Yeah. What would you? Is that the move? Just spitting in the owner's face?
Spitting in the owner's face,
What if he's
yeah.
not there every day because he lives in like Cali or somewhere?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? when you get
Mail him a
fired?
turd.
You're mailing him a turd.
Yeah.
You're shitting in a box and going to what? FedEx, UPS.
Yeah, shipping it
USPS?
to him.
But all right, what would you do, JB? Got $1 million contract. You want to get fired? Just to enjoy that money.
Oh, I like the shit in the box one. I kind of really like that one. That one I feel like will just go over so wrong, and it's like immediate fire after that. If not that one, it's probably what that sex tape you gotta send them. You know.
Yeah. Chris is out because he's celebrating Pride Month. This is
Yep.
his first day of Pride Month. He had to
Chris-
take a couple days off.
Chris is an ally.
Get the long weekend going. We talked about Carl Nassib, his favorite player.
Exactly.
So
That's where he's at.
good shit, Chris. Good for you, man.
Big pride guy, big ally guy. Shout out to Parker for filling in for Chris. Chris was unable to sit today because celebration reasons. Hey yo! So we called the day off, and we got Parker filling in. Also, no pun intended there. How would Parker get fired after a $78 million contract? Just so you can enjoy your money.
Dude, I blow all my money.
You blow all the money?
I'm getting $100 million, dude. I'm gonna spend it all, find something to ruin my life with.
Cocaine and
Cocaine.
hookers.
Blow.
Dude,
you used the right word. Blow.
I'm too young, and with that money, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
That's fair.
What would you do to get fired, though?
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't.
Would you flash the owner?
No.
No.
I don't know. I don't really know if I'd roll that way, but I don't know. It's a question if I actually got the money.
That's fair. I have $78 million in my pocket right now, Parker. What are you willing to do for it, boy? I'm dance with it.
You said you were gonna go easy on him, bro.
I'm sorry.
Dude, it's all good.
This is the Heavyweights. Welcome to the Heavyweights. Anyone listening to, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button. Very, very much appreciated. I'm gonna send. I won't do that actually. But red paint 9 the D. Tom Gore's jersey. Is it worthy of donning this year? A Tom Gore's jersey? Yeah. They have to win some games,
see
right?
if it works out. Yeah, it has. I mean, it was a good sign, but we need to see something happen first before we buy a Tom Gore's jersey.
Yeah.
Would you put a dollar sign on the back?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Instead of numbers? Yeah. You'd have to.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it yesterday, but this is the third time he's kind of done this. So, like, the track record previously obviously doesn't stand too well, but just, Stan Van Gundy, he lured him away with money. Dwayne Casey, he lured him out of retirement with money. And now the same with Monty, but we talked about this too, the difference with Monty. Although SVG was in the finals with Dwight, but Monty's been in like the finals. Monty's the winningest head coach since 2021, which isn't a long time span to base off, but still.
Yeah.
Everyone speaks highly of him. All the former players
Suns
that played
went
with
from
him.
19 wins to like 34.
It's great.
First year.
Although, I wish Chris was here because he's almost like a little encyclopedia sometimes. Sometimes he's off a little bit, but did they also acquire CP3 that year?
I'm not sure.
Can we do some homework on that one? Somebody in chat. I should have did that.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You should have.
But I only asked that because we know what CP3's consistently been in the NBA with situations like that. Like when he went to Thunder. Yeah. The Thunder acquired him just for like a fuck it. They wanted to tank and they're like, oh fuck, we made the playoffs.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
what the fuck were we supposed to do?
Yeah.
And then they got more first round picks for him.
Yeah. Like CP3's just that nice. So like I guess we'll point to that. But again, with CP3, he's went to Monty with a lot of his. He's giving Monty a lot of credit for who he is as a player today. Mm-hmm. And we have a young guard too in K.
Chris,
dog.
you're flying to Milwaukee. He's flying to Wisconsin.
Yeah, real Chris thing.
That is a Chris thing to do.
That is a real Chris thing. Actually, I have a wedding on the 17th that I got to tell Gabby about, but it's up north, 8 hours up north. I looked at flights.
Like UP up north?
Yeah.
Wow.
You looked at flights?
Yeah, bro. Fuck driving 8 hours. I drive a lot every day. 40 minutes to Dispo, 40 minutes from Dispo to here, and then my 30-minute drive home.
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking lot. Like I don't want to drive on my off day.
So you're flying to the UP?
I thought about it. I can't afford it right now. I need $6,000 by July 31st.
$6,000?
No, not for the flight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was about to say, bro, are you fucking flying private?
I did.
Just
the most
fly
I ever paid for a
Spirit.
flight, and honestly, was worth it. $2,000, first class, 2 first class seats to Hawaii.
Yeah.
100% worth it.
Oh, for sure. That's
12
like a 12-hour flight or something
Yes.
like that?
Yeah.
That's worth it for sure.
Free food, free drinks, all that good shit. And they bumped us back and gave us the money back in credits, Amazon credits.
Yeah.
And that's how I went to jail. True story.
True story. We're getting the whole easy experience here in the intro.
We talked about Monty obviously getting that $78 million. Spenny would do his best to get fired and split away from the situation.
Yeah.
But there is a guy
immediately
who got bread to split away from the situation recently. That's Shannon Sharp, splitting from Skip Bayless and Fox.
Yeah, he heard Kwame Brown call him out. And
What?
Quit.
What
Kwame Brown
say?
called him because you're gonna let a white man tape you to that desk and stuff like that. You didn't hear that Kwame Brown shit where he's beefing with Shannon Sharp like
I mean, I
last
knew they
week?
were beefing, but I didn't listen to the actual. He said taped them to the desk.
He's like leave you stuck to the desk for that white man, blah 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 blah, like talking mad shit, and then he's gone. Now
I
he's
mean,
gone.
Kwame Brown just doing Kwame Brown, just saying the most random thing
Yeah.
on planet Earth.
Yeah, that's pretty random.
It was pretty funny though. Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown's
He's
hilarious.
in the car and he makes those videos.
Smoking fucking blizzies back to back,
that's
saying
just
the
funny.
wild off the wall shit. I mean, I hate Skip.
Why do you hate Skip?
Why do I hate Skip? Skip sucks.
He's funny. That
No,
video
he's
of
not
him
even
where he's
funny,
like,
bro.
You've seen that video?
Yeah, it's not even funny. It's
that
gross.
shit's funny,
It makes me upset. It hurts my stomach to watch that shit.
That shit's so funny, bro. It makes me laugh every time I see it. You're the one who was Googling him shirtless last year.
I did. Skip's jacked.
Yeah?
Because we talked about who would win the fight, him and Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley would demolish him.
Yeah, even in his old age.
Even in his old age. See,
Yeah.
Skip's older than he is.
That's true. But Skip's fucking jacked. Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley's, what, 6'5"?
Your
probably
height doesn't mean
300
nothing.
pounds?
I mean, it means something.
And
if
he
you know how
was
to
a
use it.
professional athlete. Like,
But he walks like this.
so does Zion. You think he can take Zion in a fight?
Bro, Zion's a different situation than Charles Barkley. Although
They're getting pretty
pro
close.
comp, yeah. Maybe I might take that one back a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you make? Is Shannon? You think she's gonna go with Club Shay Shay? I hate that name, by the way.
Club Shay Shay?
You ever seen Club Shay Shay?
No.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Oh, he's got his own podcast?
Shannon's he's got a podcast. It's been like I think we've covered it before, like stuff that come out of it. Because it's almost like
Is it popping?
Yeah, look. I mean, obviously not popping as I thought it was because you didn't even know it was a thing. But you're not on YouTube like that.
I don't know.
You're more of a fucking Family Guy and weird ass video game at
Bro,
the bottom half
just
of it.
when I get home, I just want to sit down on the couch and just sit there for an hour and then I go to bed.
You're like a fucking Snorlax.
Yeah, that's all I do. I go home after I go to the gym, go home. It's like 9 o'clock. I just want to sit there for an hour and a half. I don't even play video games anymore because I don't have the energy.
Last night that was my game plan, and then the Detroit Pistons hired fucking Monty Williams.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish Lucas could hop on to testify to this. Went to the gym last night, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
Good shit.
Pretty sore, but go home, smoke, and then I'm gonna take my shower, shit and shower, obviously, and then the news came through, and I'm just fucking in the bathroom. Yes, let's go. It's like, what's going on? What happened? How did I be the social media guy anyway?
That's true.
Fucking boom, Shams. Then I fucking that whole time on Spaces with you.
Yeah.
I was taking a shit.
Well, that's good to know. It's good. That's why you kept muting yourself every 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, mute. Oh, I love the iron.
But we're definitely going to talk a lot about Monty Williams today because Tom Gores dropped the bag, man.
He did drop the bag, and if you'd like to drop a ball and hit it, scramble, whatever, other golf terms I don't know because I just started, you can with Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, myself, Maz, at the Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Make sure you guys sign up today because the only way you can sign up is stopping by a Randy Wise Automotive Team today. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Detroit's winning sports network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Parker in the TD booth. You thought of any reasons how to get fired yet?
Man, you guys are putting me on the spot day one.
Day one.
But, oh, dude.
It's okay. Take your time.
Probably, I mean, hey, I'd find some dumb things to do, but like you said, I'd probably find myself indulging in a lot of drugs.
Okay. There you go.
I'm young. I'm going to make a stupid decision.
Didn't know. What's the name of Miami? The Dolphins coach, wasn't he blowing lines at his desk? He got fired?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, bro, that's a legendary way to go out.
He was sent to like a stripper or something. Yeah, in the video.
Bro, catch me doing that.
That was legendary. It's a legendary way to go
Taking dick pics in the bathroom, blowing a line.
I feel like
GM walks in, like, oh shit.
I think you're almost given an opportunity still. You doing that stuff. Like it's like okay.
I'd just be a repeat offender.
Yeah. All right.
Do it every day.
JB Smooth in the TD booth. We are the Woodward Heavyweights live from 5 to 7 Monday through Friday. Monty Williams officially the Detroit Pistons head coach. My question now, though, we were over how it affects Cade. We all agree to that. But how does it affect the timeline of Detroit Pistons and part of that too, the draft? Because now you have a number 5 overall pick. You obviously hired Monty because you want something to happen now. Troy's been vocal about wanting something to happen now. I think Tom, in the past, we see it with the Blake Griffin trade and him forcing the playoffs and that Milwaukee situation, that he wants things to happen a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Are the Pistons still picking at 5? And if so, who is it now that Monty's here?
If they pick at 5, I don't think it changes because Monty's here, who they like or who they're going for, because they still have the same needs. And it doesn't really change that much, even though the system will be different. You still know what is the inefficiencies on this team, and that being three-point shooting and defense. So I don't think if they're picking at 5, I don't think Monty being here changes their big board by any means. But I think the real question is, are they going to pick at 5? And if they don't pick at 5, who are they going after? Are they going to trade that for a veteran piece? Are they going to look to bring in a guy, package something to get a star? We'll see, but I wouldn't be surprised because, excuse me, this is an all-in move. Like you're paying that coach that much money. It's an all-in move. You want to win. And adding an 18-year-old in the draft to this already young team is not an all-in move. So I wouldn't be surprised if they package the deal to get a veteran or some kind of enhanced player, like somebody better than what they have either on the wing or, we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't pick a number 5.
If you're Tom Gores, what do you want to do? Now that you have a proven commodity at the head coach position like Monty Williams, are you drafted at 5 or you trade?
If I'm Tom Gores, I'm trading. I'm trying to get a veteran piece in here to add to these young. You already have enough young guys. You got the youth. You got the core you want to build this franchise around. You just got your head coach who's been proven that he can get to the NBA Finals. So why not go out there and get a veteran piece to bring in here and to help these young guys grow?
Who though? I mean, like, are you just trying for the fuck of it, or like, is there like a?
No, I'm sure they got their eyes on somebody. I mean, we've talked about people. We've talked about Mikal Bridges. We've talked about Anthony Edwards on a long shot, or a guy like Brandon Ingram. You look at these teams that are possibly rebuilding, teams that their situation isn't as great as they thought it was, and you try to go out there and get a piece off of them.
And you think just 5? I mean, obviously not 5 alone, but like, how much more are you willing to sacrifice to that star?
I'm willing to sacrifice anybody not named Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, or Jalen Duren. You take anybody else off the roster and any amount of picks that we still have. Do
you think you make a realistic trade out of that situation? Because we don't even technically own the rights to that our pick because of the OKC situation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know that we could make an actual trade proposal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily against it, but for me, I'm drafted because I still feel like. I don't know, man. I really do think highly of Cade, and I think with Monty now, Cade's fucking all-star season's loading.
Yes.
This summer, it's loading now. But I'd rather take the number 5 pick because I feel like no matter what situation you bring in alongside Monty, whether it be Cam Johnson, a lot of people are talking about too, but whatever trade scenario, are you really expecting to contend this very next year? And I don't think so.
Depends on the pieces you bring in. You could.
KD.
No.
KD to the D, let's go.
Shut the fuck up. No, that's not happening. But it depends on the pieces you can bring in. Like we've talked about this team as it is with a 5th pick being a 30-win team next year.
But contending? Not contending.
Were the Heat contending? Were the Heat in contention? They were 8th seed and they're in the finals now.
Well, come on, dog. That's a different. You knew Jimmy's contending. Jimmy's always contending. We saw that out of him in the bubble.
Jimmy wasn't contending in Milwaukee or in Minnesota. Jimmy wasn't really contending in Chicago. Jimmy, he was with the Sixers and they choked every year like they always do.
Yeah, but we saw this Jimmy in what, 2020?
In the bubble?
Yeah, in the bubble. Like that Jimmy, this Miami Heat Jimmy, we knew that Jimmy was contending. You truly expect the Pistons to contend? I mean,
it depends. Not next year. No, it depends if they go out there and get a star. Yes. I'm not saying that they're going to do that and saying they're going to be a fucking playoff team or anything, but this is a move to push you to contention. This isn't a move to stay complacent. You just paid a coach the highest paid salary in the history of the NBA.
This is definitely a move to push you to contention, but the contention isn't happening as soon as next year. You're out of your rabbit-ass mind. You think that's
unless
happening.
You trade for somebody, unless you bring in a star.
You're not even in that scenario. It's not going to happen as soon as next year.
No, you don't think so?
No, I do. Hell no. Hell no. Half of it probably is me just.
What is contending? What do you mean by contending?
Like competing for a championship.
And so where would you have to be in the playoff race to be contending in your eyes?
I mean, I think you're definitely looking at least a second round, get into the second round, or obviously your conference final, you know.
No, I mean, like playoff seeding. Like we're at the end of the season.
Playoff seeding is different. Obviously, you got to look at like who you're facing, what. But like, I mean, having actual like expectations for this team. No, I don't think they could. I don't even care if they grab the star. I mean, part of it's me not even believing they have the.
But if Cade Cunningham's an all-star,
grab one.
Cade Cunningham's an all-star. You just said it. All-star season loading.
Okay.
And you bring in another star.
Doesn't mean you're contending.
And you have a jump in Jaden Ivey.
Julius
and a
Randle's
jump in
been an all-star.
Jalen
That doesn't mean the Knicks have ever contended.
So you think Julius Randle and Cade Cunningham bring the same amount of influence to the game?
No, but that's what the equivalent you're trying to make. You say Cade just being an all-star
Cade
automatically makes
being
him
an
contenders.
all-star would make him a fantastic player. Him being an all-star.
Okay, but that doesn't mean this team's contending, Spencer.
I'm saying if you bring in another guy to put next to him, and with the jump of your two rookies.
No, you're tripping. I'm taking that number 5 overall pick, and I'm drafting a very specific person.
So when do you expect this team to be contending then? If you're just going to keep drafting 18-year-olds?
If I had to draw a timeline for this team and actually expect them to contend, and I'm giving it 3 years.
I'd say 2, honestly.
2 years, and I'm cool with 2 as well. I'm cool with 2. I don't think 2 is too short either.
Yeah,
but I think you got to look at one, you need Cade and Ivy. All these guys in this team right now need to get a taste of the playoffs first and foremost.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that no guys jumping in their first like ever playoff action, just fucking running the board. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not saying contending. No, unless it's KD. With KD, we talk different. But anyway, even KD jumped in the situation. CP3 got hurt, yes. With Devin Booker.
You said KD and Cade would win a championship by themselves.
I did.
That was you last year.
I did. That's why I just said,
so
unless it's KD. I just said it. Unless it's KD. Did I just say that?
But then you were like, well, KD couldn't really do it.
Yeah, he didn't do it this year. Fact. But was that Cade? It wasn't. Anyway, I also said unless it's KD. Anyway, but I'm drafting Cam Whitmore. I'm drafting Cam Whitmore because I'm literally looking at Monty's success over there in Phoenix. I'm looking at a 2-guard system. Now, obviously, you can't draw a parallel with Devin Booker to anybody else, but you do have Bojan Bogdanovic. Still not Devin Booker. Let me back off that point completely. But you still got 2 guards, both in CP3, Devin Booker. You have your big man and DeAndre Ayton, which I fully hard believe that Jalen Duren's going to be an upgrade over him when all said and done.
Yeah.
All due respect to DeAndre Ayton, obviously, was a guy.
He already is.
Yeah, equivalent right now?
I think he is equivalent right now, yes.
That's fair. I have no beef with that. And then, Mikal Bridges, that was a part of that recipe.
Yeah.
I really feel like you have an opportunity to mold a Cam Whitmore into that, especially knowing that he's, the second, if not the youngest guy coming out of this draft class, only 18 years old, going to be 19 by the time the season rolls around. Mm-hmm. There's no rush for him to want to be the guy because you have a Cade Cunningham and a Jaden Ivey after that. You could literally mold him into what you want him to be, especially with a respectable head coach like Monty Williams.
Yeah. You don't think there's any pressure on Monty at all?
I think there's a lot of pressure, honestly.
No, you got the money.
I mean, you got the money, but I think you're looked at from the city of Detroit, you're looked at as you're the incoming savior of this team. You have had years of unsuccessful play, and now you're coming in, and everybody, I mean, including us here at the network, are like, Monty Williams is going to change it. Monty Williams is going to change it. But I mean, if we, like Spenmo was trying to say, I mean, if we don't get that player that's going to help boost the young guys, we're not going to go anywhere.
But I don't think there's pressure, though. I think. Even if I'm Tom Gores.
I think when you get paid the highest salary in the history of NBA coaches, there is some pressure on you.
There's definitely some pressure, but it's not right away. Like, you got to look at the situation he's been handed. Like, what, 16 games I won last year? 17 games?
17.
Like, no one's expecting you, I mean, I guess maybe you, to turn around and contend with that, like, right away. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that. I didn't fucking say that. The team they have on paper right now, no, they're not going to contend next year.
Yeah, there's no pressure. Like, I don't think anyone's, even if they brought in a superstar, I don't see them contending until, just like Parker said, two years max.
Maybe I just
2 to
believe
3.
in Cade Cunningham more than you do.
I do. But I think 2 to 3 years is the timeline for this team for actual contention. Again, I think Cade, Ivy.
Even with, like, drafting Cam Whitmore, in 2 years they should be contenders.
Yeah, I think 2 to 3 years you can see them being contenders.
I mean, they're going to probably get rid of someone like a Bojan in this offseason. He's taken up the most cap space. I mean, they have $4 million in cap right now. I mean, they got to get rid of someone.
They only have $4 million after they have more than that.
It's I looked it up last night, and it's around $4 million floor cap space, and it's not. I mean, you're gonna have to move because Bojan's taking $20 million of that cap space.
But $20 million ain't shit. In the realm
but
of
you're
NBA.
also paying James Wiseman 12. Someone I think Cade's getting about 11 million.
All right, I'm looking at. Pistons got $4 million, but I mean. Is this after everything drops off? How is this? How are they the third most cap space and only $4 million?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
That's wild. But nonetheless, I don't know. I'm no rush to get rid of Bojan. I think you go to war with what you got right now. You bring in Cam. And obviously, again, I don't expect that to happen. Anything to shake from that right away. He's 18 years old.
If you're not trying to contend immediately, I think you should be in a rush to get rid of Bojan then.
That's fair.
Because he's not going to be a factor when you want this team to be in contention.
I think the message you're selling to the team is contention, right? But I'm talking about in all like actuality, like you're not going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still gonna put the plan into motion. Like that's definitely gonna be like the game plan.
Yeah.
It's just like is it actually gonna happen? Like nah. I mean odds are highly against.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be picking at 5 or not, but I wouldn't be mad about it either way.
I'm with that too. I wouldn't be mad about it either way. But I think just like I'd rather build this thing out long term. And again, in a similar situation that we always saw Monty have success in Phoenix, and is with that. And I feel like Cam with the 7-foot wingspan, 6'7", way better shooter than we give him credit for, just because of the thumb injury too. Like you really can just mold that piece into whatever you need to be, and then you're more sustained for like long term success. Say you get rid of Bojan and whoever else at that point too, like. Yeah, then you can flirt a little bit more with free agency, and teams are probably a little bit, or veterans probably a little bit prone to go here now that you have Monty.
Pay all these guys though. At that point, if you're waiting 2-3 years, Cade's gonna need a new contract. Ivy's gonna need a new contract.
I'm not even tripping about that though, because I'm looking at the
new
Warriors
CBA,
situation.
The new CBA, you're only gonna be able to have 2 max contracts on your team.
Really?
Yes.
What was it before?
3.
Damn.
Yeah.
They're really trying to help out the small market guys. Well, I mean, they're all kind of ways from being paid, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Plus
but those
cap
rookie
manipulations.
extensions.
Well, when we get back, before we get back, tell them about Planet Fitness, actually.
I will. Because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere, starting at $10.99, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get use of all the amenities. Or, if you're a high school, age of 14 to 19, you work out for free all summer long until August 31st, and you can enter a TikTok video contest to get your chance to win a piece of $200,000. All you have to do is film yourself talking about your high school summer pass experience, tag Planet Fitness, and use a couple hashtags. You can find out more information at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
He is something else. How big is that?
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got Parker in the TD booth in place for Chris, celebrating Pride Month. Shout out to him. We got JB Smooth on the ones and twos. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Before we went to break, we were briefly discussing not briefly, that's the whole entire segment. Kind of timeline of Detroit Pistons. What do you do with the draft now that you have Monty Williams? I know that you want to say some of that too, Parker. I did want to clear up some of the situation with the cap space, obviously. Now, you said there's 2 contracts they're looking to get rid of. What was that?
Well, I think they're trying to currently get rid of Bojan Bogdanovic.
But what are the ones that are currently hits on the
DeAndre Jordan and Kemba Walker.
Yeah, DeAndre and Kemba.
And Dedmon too, I think, is on there too,
Dedmon's
right?
on there. You also have Hamidou Diallo and Corey Joseph, who are not going to be on the roster anymore.
And then I'm also looking at a cap jump from. I'm trying to see if this website is including that cap jump. Let me see. But 123 this past season was the cap hit. Now jumping to 150, it's predicting to go to in the 2023 season. So that's also another like $20 million of play money they're more likely going to get to. So still the third most in the league, which is still crazy at $4 million. But that's money to play with. Parker, when we were initially discussing what the Pistons should do, whether draft or trade for a vet to go all in, you wanted to say something. What was it?
Well, you guys are talking about Cam Whitmore. I'm a big fan of Jarris Walker. I think he's he's a guy that can get in the paint. I think he's very solid on the perimeter. I mean, he's working on it. I mean, he did pretty well in the tournament against Houston. I don't know the stats like Sam Flannel would on the top of my head, but that's a guy I'm looking more towards than a Cam Whitmore. I also think a guy like Cam Johnson in free agency would be a good 3-and-D guy to have. I don't think I think once the money is spent and we have the $15 million once the buyouts are all set, I think that's a guy we go after. I think we really should go after strictly defense in the offseason.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I'm not a fan of Jarris Walker because I think he's pretty similar to Beef Stew, although he is a better perimeter defender. But I'm a Cam Whitmore guy, like you, Easy. I'd love to see him here. That he could be a player you can mold. He's very young. He's a good shooter. We saw it yesterday, 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, so that alone will help him be a good defender on the perimeter. But I agree with what you said, Parker, where they need to get some guys in here who can play some defense.
Yeah, I think when you get that Cam Whitmore type player, you really get a guy that can just do multiple things for you on the basketball court. I mean, we talked about yesterday, I think you're guarding 1 through 4 easily. I think you get Jarris Walker, now he's a longer body guy, power forward more so. I actually saw a comp, which I don't know how I feel about this, but the shots were kind of crazy. But to Jeremy Grant, you see that on Twitter yesterday? I should have sent to you. The shots were there, but when I watch him, the fluidity just isn't there for me to make that comp. I don't think he'll be that type of player. I think he's a bit more stiff, all due respect to him. Obviously, I'm not a fucking professional athlete. But with Jarris Walker, I think you just kind of limited to him being that 4 spot for you. With Cam Whitmore, again, you got him, you could fit him almost anywhere. Maybe even the 4 spot itself, too. I mean, he's only 18. He might even still grow, if we're being honest. I don't know that he will for sure. JB, what are you thinking?
On Cam Whitmore?
Well, just like with the number 5 pick now, like are we keeping it? Are we going all in? Because you saw it to me a little bit there, Parker, actually, when you talking about bringing in Cam Johnson, that fulfills your 3-and-D spot, right? And then you have the Jarris Walker, there's your 4.
Cam Johnson's a restricted free agent, though. You'd have to overpay for him as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because restricted, they can just match it easily and keep them.
I don't know. I feel like the Pistons aren't going to find a trade partner to trade that 5th pick or all these assets that they're trying to like offload on the other teams. So I think you're just going to end up having to take someone at 5, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm all on the Cam Whitmore hype train. If it's not him, it's that Taylor Hendricks from Central Florida.
Yeah.
So it's either one of those two I would be happy with. And year 1 for Monty, I don't think it's I don't think we're gonna expect anything. I just think it's just gonna be a observation first season.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see what he has out there, see what areas he needs to improve on, and then year 2, 3, 4, that's when you start making adjustments, start bringing in new talent, and fingers crossed, Devin Booker hopefully eventually somewhere along the lines. But that's just for me. That's my hopes.
Yeah, I can see making the jump to like 30 wins, and again, just getting the taste in your mouth of what playoff basketball is, and what it takes to compete at that level. I think they need that buffer first. And next year, maybe it's a big year for them because you obviously want that to happen sooner because you're now in year 3 of Cade Cunningham, and as you said, and as Parker admitted to, like you're gonna have to sign these guys at some point too, so some big money cash situations. Now there was a trade that we talked about before all this went down. And it was with Jaylen Brown. Is that something you're more interested in now that Monty's here?
I think it would have to be a lower tier guy than Jaylen Brown. If you're trading for Jaylen Brown, you're getting rid of Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
You're not keeping him in that situation.
They don't want a little bullion action.
So no, they're not trading Jaylen Brown.
They don't want to Sword Thompson at the number 5 overall
They're
pick.
not trading Jaylen Brown for 5 and bullion.
What if I gave him fucking Killian Hayes, high upside guy?
Oh yeah. What if you spit in their face? Yeah,
it's like a light skinned French version of Rondo. French ass Rondo.
It would take a lot more to get Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's possible.
But you're more interested in it. Like, are you willing to do that now? Are you willing to pull the trigger on Ivy in exchange for Jaylen Brown? Now you have Monty Williams.
I mean, I already said that I was leaning towards it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still don't think you'd be able to get it done with just Ivy and 5.
I mean, I hate being the one to say this because I've been labeled what I've been labeled, both through the 12-year-olds on Pistons Twitter and you because you're a fucking troll. But that also feels so fucked up to say. The kid's so dedicated to this team. I would be one to shop around Ivy for like a piece similar to Devin Booker. Now, there's only one Devin Booker, obviously, but if I get a sharpshooter that plays a little bit defense, again, if I'm Monty and I'm feeling that pressure that you guys say is there, then yeah, I think I'm having a conversation with Troy and be like, hey, I had success with this, formula last time. Can we try to build that here? Because I feel like we already have some pieces in place with Cade and Duren. Can we go get a shooter?
Yeah.
Who's the best shooter in this draft? Parker, you know?
The best shooter? I mean, I've heard a lot of one of the Thompson twins. I can't remember. I think it's Osser that is a much better shooter than Amon.
Yeah.
But I believe those are like one of the better guys that are those are the guys that are better from the perimeter than a lot of other
Taylor
guys.
Hendricks is probably one of the best shooters. Grady Dick is a good shooter. Love me some Grady Dick.
Love me some Grady Dick.
Love some Grady Dick. Yeah. It's those are probably Taylor Hendricks and Grady Dick are probably the top 2 shooters in the draft.
Is Taylor Hendricks really being considered at number 5?
Yeah, he's up. He's one of the players in contention. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I'm not as educated on him as everybody else, but I mean, for your power rankings of like guys at 5.
Yeah.
Where's Hendricks?
He'd probably be. He's in the top 5 for sure.
All right. Well, give me your top 3.
Top 3 is probably Cam Whitmore.
In order.
Cam Whitmore number 1. One of the Thompson twins. Whichever Thompson twin doesn't get taken at 3.
Yeah.
Or 4, and then Jarris Walker is probably the top 3 for me.
Do we open the phone lines? Are we drafting at 5 or are we trading 5 and getting somebody to go now?
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to do that? I mean, I'll put the number in the chat. It's not even up to us. It's if people want to call in, but I'll put the phone number. I think I'm in the camp of draft Whitmore. I think you build something long term. I look at the Warriors situation. A lot of that stemmed from just what they drafted initially with Harrison Barnes, Klay Thompson. I almost said Cade Cunningham. What was that guy? Steph Curry? Yeah, Draymond Green. But like, granted, not the same players at all. But you look at the same situation though. Steph Curry, a lot of injury issues to begin his career. I'm not saying that Cade has a lot of injury issues, but Cade obviously out this season. Allowed the Pistons land in the lottery again. Steph having his injury situation allowed the Warriors land in the lottery a couple times to build what they did, and just through time, building up the way they wanted to, became something.
What if a Brandon Miller falls in the draft?
I heard something today. That might be a target or something that might happen for the Pistons and Pistons fans. But for me, it feels like it's too good to be true. And if he does fall, are we kind of concerned of the reasons why? I mean, there's no reason he should be falling.
Yeah.
Unless there's like some stuff off the court that
no, there's stuff off the court that we do know about. Like he was an accessory to murder, but it's
Well,
There's
they charge
also
him, but yeah.
people are concerned with his athleticism and his ability to finish around the rim at the NBA level.
Rodney Frazier on the Woodward Sports Chat. Mean Dick being the best shooter in the draft.
Dick is probably the best shooter in the draft.
Dick got that stroke.
Dick or Hendricks?
Dick got that stroke on.
Yeah,
You
That's
feel me?
wild. That's wild.
Rita, Dick can play some very hard D. That's true too. He's good on D.
I'm putting the phone number in the chat. I want to know what you guys want to do. Do you want to keep the number 5 pick, invest in the long term, or are you ready to go all in right now? Parker, what was you sound like you're ready to go all in right now. You gave me Cam Johnson and Jarris Walker. Actually, no, you're talking about drafting Jarris Walker.
Yeah, I want Jarris Walker.
Yeah, I think you keep 5 and draft the guy.
Yeah.
And so Jarris Walker, so spinning pound for pound, his number 1 was Cam Whitmore. Is yours Jarris Walker over Cam Whitmore? Parker?
Say it again?
You got Jarris Walker over Cam Whitmore?
Yeah, I like Jarris Walker. I mean, I've been a fan of him since when Houston was in the Final Four. I really liked his game. I mean, I think he's a solid player. I mean, I don't think that's a player we as the Pistons should be passing on. I mean, there's reports coming in that at the combine they were talking about how he has a low ego, so he's not going to be a type of guy that's going to want the ball the entire time. He's not going to be super, it's my turn to play, it's my turn. He's going to be a guy that's going to want to be a team player, and that's, I think, someone we would really need. I mean, we have 2 ball-dominant guards in Ivy and Cade. I mean, Cade's going to always have the ball in his hand. Ivy's going to be in the paint doing a lot of Ja Morant-type dunks that he's been doing all year. I think a guy like Jarris Walker will fit really well alongside him, Duren, and Ivy.
You said I'm more fan of Cam Whitmore. I know we have callers in the Woodward Sports Chat. A couple great comments in the Woodward Sports Chat too. Gromit, the nastiest one. Dick drains it deep. Gromit 237. Alex Merrill. Dick slams it down.
Joe Videcki, Dick to the Magic. Suggs Dick backcourt would be electric.
Suggs Dick backcourt would be. I'm electric.
I'm electric.
Well, you know what doesn't Suggs Dick? Swiss Insurance. And they got you covered, whether it's your personal and or professional. Call my guy Mark at Swiss Insurance. Don't even call him. Send him an email. Send him an email your top 5 guys you want the Pistons to take at number 5. That's Mark at SwissINS.com. Again, that's Mark at SwissINS.com. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy, Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We got young Parker in the TD booth. He's all about Grady Dick. We got JB Smooth on the 1s and 2s. Who is your power ranking, JB?
Who's yours?
Mine?
Yeah, you didn't even say yours.
Cam Whitmore. Number 2, I was a Sore Thompson guy. That was short-lived.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are starting to scare me a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Also, just as a fit too. I just don't know that they are.
But at 5.
Yeah, at 5.
Yeah.
Jarris Walker too. I mean, I don't hate it. I agree with you with the beef stew comp. Again, I think we watch him. He's kind of stiff.
I kind of want Grady Dick to go to Atlanta. Dick for 3 every game. That'd be funny.
Yeah, and then probably maybe a Sore Thompson. I really got to dive in deeper into this draft class though too.
Yeah.
The guys are gonna be there at 5. I've really only gone 3 deep. No Grady Dick.
No Grady Dick.
No Grady Dick. JB, give us your top 3, top 2 power rankings at number 5, and let's get to that call we got waiting for.
Top 3 for me, probably on the same lines as Spencer right now. Whitmore, Hendricks, and Walker, J.C. Walker.
The comments are just wild right now.
Are they going off on Grady Dick?
Oh, they're going crazy.
Crazy for the dick.
Great Dick, a real 3-and-D guy. All right. Dick is soft. This is Steve Wilds. I can see that being a thing, too. All right, who we got on the phone lines, JB?
All right, I will send you guys Joe. And actually, I believe he's calling from Atlanta, too. So.
Okay. What up, though, Joe?
What up? This is Jelly from Atlanta.
Oh, what's up, man? It's classic JB.
My bad.
How you feeling, man?
Classic JP.
What's going on, brother?
Not too bad. Just driving home from work. I'm personally thinking that you got to draft one of those Thompson twins. They're both dogs on defense, athletic freaks. Not the greatest three-point shooters, but they do shoot that NBA three since they're on Ignite, which is a little bit deeper than the college ball. So, and I think they're just athletic freaks, and I agree with you on Cam Whitmore being my 3 to round out my top 3. But yeah, I think so. Those are the guys. You got to go.
Yeah, Austin Thompson's the better shooter out of the twins than Amen Thompson, and I'm with you, Easy, where those guys kind of scare me a little bit, but at 5, you're going off potential, and they're definitely in there for me. Like I said, Cam Whitmore, Jarris Walker, Taylor Hendricks, and then probably Austin Thompson are my power rankings at 5.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you calling in too, man. But I'm really just kind of at this point, now that you have Monty Williams along with the pick, I almost want to start to draft for fit.
Yeah.
Like when you're drafting for the lottery, or I'm sorry, you're drafting out of the lottery, sometimes, yeah, you could collect talent just to see which one of these guys pan out. But I think in this case, you have 2 guys that are panning out for sure. And I'm ready to draft for fit because I want to win games at this point. I don't want to end up like the Orlando Magic where I'm getting played. I have talented guys, but I'm on a fucking treadmill. I ain't going nowhere with it. You know what I'm saying?
They won 30 games this year.
That is nice. Well, I mean, they did get
they got Paulo.
Paulo's a guy.
Yeah.
Paulo's going to be nice. You think Pistons make the playoffs for Magic?
Ooh, it's a good question. I'm not sure about that. It's gonna be pretty close. They're on pretty similar trajectories.
I'm with
I
that too.
feel like the Pistons would have been around that win total if Cade wouldn't have got hurt last year.
Yeah. I'm looking to try to fall in love with some more draft prospects here, but I think I'm just kind of stuck at where I'm at now. Those guys. What?
DNC ENT. He's talking about all the backcourts that Grady Dick would be good on. The Magic, you got Suggs Dick. The Hawks, you got Young Dick. You could go to the Celtics, you could have Smart Brown Dick. Or you could go to the Hornets and you could have Ball Dick.
Dick and Ball.
So DNC ENT is a good one.
The current odds from FanDuel for the number 5 overall pick is, who do you think is number 1? Has the best odds to be number 5?
Number 5, probably Cam Whitmore.
Who do you think, Parker?
I agree with Spenny with the Cam Whitmore, but you guys
think Jarris Walker sucks? Your true opinion comes out.
No.
No, I'm messing with you. JB?
I mean, I want Cam Whitmore, but I think it's probably going to be one of the Thompson twins.
Odds at plus 270. Number 1 is Easy out of Woodward Sports. No, I'm kidding. Cam Whitmore plus 270. Number 2, Rasor Thompson plus 280. Number 3 is your guy finally, Jarris Walker at plus 320.
Underrated.
Amen Thompson at plus 390. I think that's obviously because they don't think he's going to be there.
I think he's going to be a 4, yeah.
No, I think who's going to for sure be there, and not in a disrespectful way, but Taylor Hendricks, he's a plus 1,600.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big fucking plus right there. I like that, from what I've heard. Is that the guy Chris did the spotlight when I wasn't here Friday?
Yeah.
I like the things he had to say. I just don't know if that's a number 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a guy that could be there a little bit later.
He's not going to be there any later than what the Pistons have. It's not
What
like
do you
the Pistons
mean?
have.
He's going 6?
Yeah, he's going to be a top 10 pick for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's going to be. I think he might fall into like a. Again, got to do more homework on him.
I mean, dude, he's a 6'8" wing. He can shoot. He's going top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're talking about trading back from 5, there's no other way the Pistons can get him if they pass on him at 5.
What do you mean? If they trade back within the top 10, they can still get him.
That's what I just said.
You said past 5.
I said unless you mean the Pistons trade back from 5, there's no way they can get it.
Yeah, trade back from 5 within the top 10.
Yeah, that's what trading back from 5.
Trading back from 5 could be fucking anywhere.
Okay, well, obviously, I just said he's going to be a top 10 pick, so obviously I still mean in the top 10. No, yeah, trade back in the second round, he'll still be there.
Well, what you said wasn't what you meant.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. What you said, just trade back. That's just a blank statement there. It could go all the way back.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I meant trade back to 22.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, I'm just giving you the facts. So don't get upset if you said something and wasn't fucking clear.
I said, unless the Pistons trade back from 5, they're
Correct.
not going to be able to get him, which is true.
No, they could trade back.
If they don't take him at 5.
10 to get him.
Yeah, that's what I just said. That's
Brother.
literally what I just said.
Brother, relax.
Unless the Pistons trade back from 5, they won't be able to get him if they don't take him at 5, is what I said. And you're telling me that's not true.
The way you're wording that is fucking just outrageous. Unless they trade back within the top 10. Let's go with that. That's a lot easier, clear-cut communication there. Okay, I could meet you there too. If they have to trade within the top 10 to still grab him,
Yeah,
sure.
if they don't take him at 5, they got to be in the top 10 to get him. He's not going to last until, what's their next pick, 31?
But but I mean, who's to say they can't just trade back and still be within the top 10? Like, I don't think you should just negate that right away.
They can. I'm not saying they can't do that.
We're saying like unless they have to take him at 5. It's like either 5 or it's not happening. That's how.
Well, they would if they make their pick at 5, they'd have to trade up to get him then.
And some numbers on Taylor Hendricks too: 47% from the field, 39% from 3. That's kind of nasty. How many shots? How many shots he taking? Wow, 4.6.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
6'8".
Yeah, I'm looking at Basketball Reference. He's got him at 6'9". I mean, again, I've already admitted it. I got to do a lot more homework on that guy. But for me right now, it's Cam Whitmore, just because of I feel like what he could be molded into on top of having like already attributes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of feel the same way around the room outside of Parker. But Parker's the new guy. Who gives a shit what he thinks?
That's fair.
He already admitted to doing drugs if he got $1 million.
No, it was $100 million. There's a large margin of
Hey, I'd do
difference
drugs if I got $1 million.
Good.
We do drugs when we get $1,000.
It's true. I do drugs when I get $10.
The creneg. Yeah, I got creneg.
Just because I smoke crack don't mean I'm a crackhead.
Now, before we move into like the Detroit Lions portion of the show, unless people still want to talk and talk some Pistons, or we can talk about the Troy Weaver, because I actually, you know what, I'll do that. Because we kind of speculated it before when Troy brought his 3 finalists, and Tom was like, gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Then he brought him back, and Tom was still like, gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think the wait was for Monty. I gotta assume Troy wanted Monty number 1 overall too, right?
For sure. It's just Monty Williams was now walking into interviews like, yeah, I need this job.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't one of the finalists because he was going to chill.
Do you think the amount of money...
But then they made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
They made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Is Tom Gore Italian? No, he's not. He's like,
I don't know.
He's Middle Eastern or something.
Not sure.
But nonetheless, the amount of money that they made to Monty, or committed to Monty, does that show a lack of faith in what Troy brought to the table if it wasn't him?
No. I don't think so.
No?
Because
He brought you 3 guys twice, and you were like, fuck no.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if Tom Gore has told Troy Weaver, yeah, I'll pay this guy up to $100 million, Monty would have been one of those finalists. Like, you don't have the just option to be like, oh, yeah, Monty, we'll pay you whatever you want, so come do these interviews.
But no, Tom does. He obviously, that's what he did.
Yes,
but I'm saying
speaking
Troy's
from
like...
Troy Weaver's experience. Troy Weaver can't make that call.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, no, don't worry, we'll pay you up to $100 million. So that's why he wasn't one of Troy Weaver's finalists that got brought to Tom Gore's.
That's what I'm saying. I think, this is why I'm looking at it, is like, Troy's like, hey, I think these 3 guys are best. And if I did want to lean towards the Jerry Jones narrative of Tom Gore's is like, I don't like those 3 guys. I'd rather just fucking give this guy all the fucking money in the world to evade the guys you thought were best. No?
Yeah, well, again, Monty wasn't walking up to interviews unless he was getting a Brinks truck like this backed up to him.
Mm.
So Troy doesn't have that say to be like, yeah, I'll come in the interview, trust me, we'll have a $100 million contract on the table. If he did, I'm sure he would have. Because Monty is obviously a better candidate than those 3 guys.
Yeah. I don't know if that correlates away from like Tom not liking the 3 candidates though, you know? Like obviously Troy, everybody wanted him.
I don't think but I don't think it is or as you put, a lack of faith in Troy Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went out and he wanted the best candidate.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Troy Weaver would have said, if you ask him, yes, Monty Williams would have been the best candidate. But he didn't have the ability to say, yeah, we're going to pay you as much money as you want.
Yeah.
That's a Tom Gores call.
Yeah. I mean, I already brought it to him one time, and Monty said no, you know. But, yeah, I'm with you. And the candidate, the pool was kind of like, I mean, no offense to the guys, they all end up going to the Hall of Fame and being great coaches, but the pool seemed kind of weak.
Yeah.
But the Kevin Ollie thing, I don't think anybody was on board with Kevin Ollie becoming the head coach of the Detroit Pistons.
No. I think Detroit Supremacy in the chat was the only person I've ever seen say, yeah, Kevin Ollie sounds good.
But who knows? Maybe Kevin Ollie becomes. Nah, I don't think he will.
I don't know. He's not going back to overtime elite. We know that. He already said his goodbyes.
Where do you think he's going?
Detroit Pistons bench.
You think
Assistant
so?
coach. Nah.
Pistons front office.
Front office.
Yep.
That'd be wild. Is there any concern too many hands in the pot with Dwayne Casey still being around?
No.
Yeah, it's Monty's team.
Yeah.
He's fucking paid him up to $100 million.
He's the coach. He's the head coach.
Yeah. I am the captain now. Look at me. All right, Spinmo. How do you get your hair so pretty?
Oh, well, I go to Lady Jane's, of course, and you can too. And right now, you can walk into Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win not one but two vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you and one for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
All of Detroit sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by guy Spinbo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Parker. It's crazy I messed up Flannel Sam's name so many times. I've known Flannel for like a long time, a relationship with Flannel for a long time. I kept calling him JB. Parker day one, I don't think I've skipped a beat on that one.
Yeah, Chris is forgettable.
Maybe that's what it comes down to. R.I.P. Chris. Hit the like button for Chris, guys. Parker taking over. JB smooth the 1s and 2s. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, rocking along on a Tuesday. This week's gone by fast. Draft already on the 22nd
we didn't
too.
work Monday.
That's true. Doesn't make a lot more sense. Well, I worked Monday, but you didn't.
You had to work Monday?
Yeah, I worked at Dispo Monday.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
This is a grind. Your boy's fucking tired. But I think we're obviously over the lack of faith in Troy Weaver. I don't know. I necessarily feel that way. You did have something to say on Monty's offense, though, before we moved on to football.
Yeah, Jack Kelly put it up on Twitter last night, and it was pretty cool to see because he's talking about what Monty Williams will bring to this team as not only as a coach and as a mentor and developing young talent, but with his offense. And he runs an offense. It's called a 0.5 offense. And here it is. He says Williams ran what he calls a 0.5 offense, referring to the 0.5 seconds he wants a player to spend with the ball before they make a decision to drive, pass, or shoot. And that'll help the Pistons because last year the Pistons were pretty bad in some of these categories. You can see they're 28th in passes per game, 27th in assists per game, 28th in touches per game, 4th in average seconds per touch, 1st in dribbles per touch, and 28th for the overall offensive ranking. So shout out Jack Kelly, of course, but he says overall a ton of ball stopping, holding the value weight, slow offense. So what Monty will bring in here will be an offense that helps this team, helps these young dynamic playmakers get into their bag early, get into their decisions early. keeps it flowing, makes it high rate of turnover, throwing the ball here, moving it all around, going for open shots. That is also good because you have such a cerebral player at the top like Cade Cunningham. But with the athletes you have on this team, and a Jaden Ivey and a Jalen Duren and other players like that, with the ball moving around like that, it'll create openings for them to cut to the hole, get a quick pass, make a dunk, maybe an alley-oop, things like that. So having this offense jumping like that will be much better than what we saw last year.
Yeah, I think that he truly has like the pieces to be successful here, not just because of him being Monty, but like I think we saw some passing abilities out of Jalen Duren last year. I think Wiseman has that same ability too. By the way, who's your lineup with Monty as a coach? Cade 1, Ivy 2,
Yep.
Boyan 3,
Yeah.
Wiseman 4,
No.
Bagley 4,
No.
Stu 4,
No.
Who 4?
Whoever we take in the draft.
Who are we taking in the draft?
Yeah.
So Jarris Walker?
Yeah. Or Bogey comes off the
would they
bench.
take Whitmore?
You can't run that offense with a Bagley and Duren combination, or a Wiseman and Duren combination. Like
Duren could pass.
Yeah, but you can't run that offense like that. It would be too crowded for that type of high-hitting, boom, boom, boom offense.
Yeah.
And Bagley and Wiseman are ISO post players that do not fit that offense.
Who's the 4 in Phoenix? Was Bridges play 4 for him?
Well,
Cam came off the bench.
KD played 4.
Yeah, but before, I'm talking about when they went to the finals.
That's a good
CP3,
question.
Booker, Bridges, Ayton. Was it Crowder? I think it might have been.
Yeah, it's something like he plays the wings. Like it
Yeah.
might have been Bridges guarding the 4.
Yeah, I think it might have been that. JB, do you know off the top of your head?
No, not off the top of my head. I'm looking right now, actually.
It's you versus Spinny. Whoever gets it first gets a free joint. Compliments of Parker. Hope your mom's watching Parker. I'm joking. Gets a free key bump. $10 million contract. I'm just stalling. I'm waiting for you guys to fucking pull up some numbers here or something. I'm really curious. I mean, I want Whitmore. So in my mind,
Yeah, it
go,
was
what?
Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton.
So we really don't even have like the type of 4 that Monty likes.
I mean, we got a couple guys.
How is my man Wiseman's bag passing? He's got a bag passing?
Yeah, but again, Wiseman and Bagley don't fit that
So
system.
stagnant. I know.
They're stagnant. They're ISO post
Don't
players.
like that trade. Don't like that trade.
One of those guys is not going to be on this team next year. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah. But then also, what's the trade value for them when you know that the Pistons have to dump
A
off
bag
one
of
of them?
peanuts. I don't care.
Just do whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get one of those guys off their roster.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, who has the most value?
Wiseman,
Yeah.
probably. Because there's upside in his contract, but
Yeah.
you'd want to get rid of Bagley's contract. So you
All right.
might have to package something with him.
So say you're stuck with him. Cade, Ivy. I'm going Whitmore. I'm assuming we're drafting Whitmore. I'd almost rather have Stu out there on that one than and then Duren.
Stu would no. You need Duren starting 5.
No, that's what I'm saying. Stu 4, Duren 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. That's more than likely what it would be, unless
Love
you get Walker or. Because even the wings we have are small. Like Cam Whitmore would be too small to guard a 4. Isaiah Livers is too small to guard a 4.
He definitely doing it at least in his rookie year too. I Livers guard 4 before in the past. Livers got some solid defense. Livers could be. No, I'm not gonna do that. But he does bring some defensive intensity there.
Oh yeah.
I'll say like a Draymond, but no one's Draymond.
No.
They need to do something with those big men. That part fucking sucks.
Yeah, and Blade No Icewood's right. There's not enough shooters to run a too big offense. You can't do that.
Yeah.
At least Stu showed he could step out there and hit a 3.
BB and Wood Sports Chat says trade Wiseman, get a dick. Is there a guy like any of the pieces that we had on that Suns team? Like outside, obviously, we got the Duren Ayton stuff like that, but I'm talking about at the 4 spot. Like, I don't think there was. I think they all had those like those active 4s, those stretch 4s.
Yeah.
And we don't
They
got
had
none
Dario
of them.
Saric, who's a stretch 4. Frank Kaminsky, stretch 4.
I love Troy. Don't know what the fuck we're doing with the Wiseman pick or trade. To this day, that shit don't make sense.
To this day.
To this day.
Yeah.
Who's a better shooter, Wiseman or Bagley?
Wiseman.
Wiseman.
Yeah.
To this day.
Fuck. We still on a 30-win train, boys? after mapping that one out, or
Yeah,
what?
because they have pieces they can sign in free agency. Like, what
Yeah.
if they sign Kristaps Porzingis? There you go. There's a stretch for.
Mm.
And drafting a guy, Jarris Walker.
Parker's shaking his head.
I don't want Kristaps Porzingis at all.
Well,
That's fair.
The free agency list is looking pretty fucking rough.
Yeah.
Rough as hell, mate. Who is not even... This ain't even a good year to have that much fucking money. Because, like, who... You're just going to end up overpaying a guy.
Yeah.
You know? Adam Morrison, Woodward Sports Chat. Chris Platty is celebrating...
Yeah, he's celebrating Pride in Wisconsin.
Celebrating Pride Month in Wisconsin with his best friend. His best friend.
His two best friends.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, him and his best friend are going to see their best friend.
You think Chris getting
Just
ran?
happens to be on June 1st.
Chris getting fucking ran right now. I'm your ally. Accept me. I'm just
You're gonna get canceled.
Jeremy Grant, Aaron S. is in the Woodward Sports Chat. I'm down, bro. With now Monty, you guys believe he's coming back?
Who? Jeremy Grant?
Yeah.
No.
I don't believe in that shit either.
I don't think so.
I don't believe.
That'd be
I don't
nice.
buy
That'd be a
shit
great
for
fit.
minute.
That'd be a perfect fit.
Yeah.
He's gonna want too much money.
Yeah.
I'm almost willing to give him the money though.
I'd be willing to give him the money too.
I mean, the amount of money these guys are getting paid, like I don't waft that. What do these looking for? 30, 28, 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at guys like Steph, Luka, if the next step ahead is 50 fucking million, a guy that's like a mid tier between that, I have no issue giving him 20.
No, I'd be fine paying Jeremy Grant the money, but I don't know. I just don't think he's leaving Portland.
What do they have to offer? I almost feel like we're all kind of in the same position. I know that Dame was like a certified like star now, but like Dame's been in the league for a while. We've kind of
Is he restricted or unrestricted?
Unrestricted free agent. He's wanting upward of $30 million.
Yeah. See, I think he's getting like 30, 34. Bro, I'm giving it to him. I'm not, like, I'm no issue giving that to him. You have so many guys in rookie deals right now.
That's a lot of
He
money.
gives you that stretch forward that you saw Monty be successful with.
Or would you rather pay Harrison Barnes?
Harrison Barrison.
$20 million.
Is he free agent?
He is.
Harrison Barnes a free agent.
Unrestricted free agent.
I'd be.
But they have his bird rights, but they're not going to give him a bag. Jeremy Grant, Portland has Jeremy Grant's bird rights. They might give him a bag.
I'll make it a Woodward Sports poll. Keep talking.
I'm trying to look at any other stretch fours or Christian Wood. Christian Wood's an unrestricted free agent.
No.
He wanted out of here anyways. Don't bring him back.
Kyle Kuzma, he's got a player option.
Yo, that would be crazy.
Kyle Kuzma would be a good fit.
That would be amazing.
Kuzma back to the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
What should I make this poll? Who should the Pistons grab in free agency? Give him Jeremy Grant?
Yeah, Jeremy Grant, Kuzma,
Well, I mean, the winning. Kuzma's going to win that one for sure.
Harrison Barnes,
Who should the Pistons grab in free
Jacob
agency?
Pirtle.
No.
He's stretch four.
You said another one, though, that was a good one. Oh, Cam Johnson. Right?
Yeah.
Is Cam Johnson a starter to you guys?
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Hey.
No.
I'm not opposed to it.
Rui Hachimura is a restricted free agent.
Wow. I think they should definitely keep him, though. Jeremy Grant. I mean, he's an answer for that 4 spot. Yeah, now I almost feel like we had to adjust that 4 in free agency now just because of the log jam you gave yourself in the front court.
Mhm.
That's so fucking annoying. All right, I got Cam Johnson, Jeremy Grant. What was the other one? Harrison Barnes?
Harrison Barnes.
Kuzma.
See, I want to put Kuzma, but I already know he's going to win the poll. Also, do we feel like Kuzma's...
Bring back Blake Griffin.
What type of free agent is Kuzma right now?
Bring Blake back. He has a player option.
Hard pass.
Bring back Blake
Who,
Griffin.
Kuzma?
Kuzma's got a player option.
He's got player option?
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to do? He seems to like it over there.
He does seem to like it over there.
He is him over there, too. All right. Prediction? Or he's already winning right now. It's Cam
Bring
Johnson.
back Trey Lyles.
No. I mean, Trey was
solid.
Trey was straight.
When he had to play 5, that shit was bad.
That shit was awful. He had to play 5.
He looked good in Sacramento.
He did. I'd bring him back.
So related to Kyle Kuzma, he opted out of his player option and he plans on re-signing with the Washington Wizards next season for about $13 million,
Okay.
according to Real GM.
32 million, you said?
13.
Wait.
It says
13
player
million.
option for next season is worth $13 million. So I mean,
He's opting out of that for sure.
yeah. So I mean, is that something
That
we
makes him
want?
unrestricted.
He's gonna get paid 20 something plus at least.
20-some million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, there's
You
not
know, he's
a lot
getting
of
30. Kuzma's getting a bag. Kuzma's got a
Kuzma
ring.
is
Don't
gonna
forget
get
it.
back.
I need to text Lucas for emergency coffee.
I'm not like seeing dude, this market is not great.
It's not this season.
Really
I mean,
bad.
you got guys like James Harden and Kyrie on there, but you know damn well they're not coming.
No,
to
and
Detroit.
I don't want either of them.
I don't either.
I'm putting a priority then on Kuzma.
Kuzma
Yeah, guys
would
with
be
a
your number
ring.
one priority.
And this free agency class?
Over Cam Johnson?
Yes. Yes.
Over Jeremy Grant.
Yes.
Because they're gonna get paid the same amount of money, around the same amount of money.
You think Cam's in that same?
No, Cam will get less.
So maybe Cam, but also.
But he's injury prone.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I'm willing to have this conversation when we get back, but not before Spinny tells you guys about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm gives you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800. Stay out. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on woodsports.com. I'm your boy, yes, my guy, Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Parker in the TD booth, JB Smooth, the 1-2s. Before we went to break, I found myself in a bit of a pickle because I think we need both a stretch four. Obviously, we need a wing. I think you addressed the wing in the draft class. But we're looking at guys that kind of play that 4-2 spot. Cam Johnson, a free agent. Jeremy Grant, a free agent. Harrison Barnes, a free agent. Kyle Kuzma. I didn't want to put him on the poll because I knew he'd 100% win. I think that'd be my #1 guy. If I'm power ranking these guys,
I'd probably say Jeremy Grant is my #1 guy.
really.
Yeah.
Why not Kuz?
I don't know.
The ego thing.
The ego thing for sure. I think Jeremy Grant would be more of a team player, and he has more switchability on the guards than Kuzma does. 1,000%.
Parker.
He's much better defensively than Kyle Kuzma.
What's up?
Who power rank those free agents?
Like the ones that the 4 we mentioned.
Yes.
Well, you already know Cam Johnson's my favorite. I think Kuzma 2, 3 Grant. I don't think Grant's gonna come back, but I mean I would open my arms and say welcome back if he did. And then what was it? Harrison Barnes? No, I don't want Harrison Barnes.
No, not at all.
Nah.
JB.
So what was it? It was Grant,
Kuzma, Barnes, and Cam Johnson.
Grant, Cam Johnson,
You put Harrison
Kuzma,
Barnes in too.
Harrison Barnes is 4. Like I don't know if he still got it anymore, man. To be honest with you.
I mean, he played pretty well for
He
the
played
Kings.
well for Sacramento, yeah.
Is he? I think if you're looking at Harrison Barnes, you're going a cheaper route because I don't think he's commanding the type of money that Kuz and the rest of the guys are going to get. But also, if you're going cheap, are you cutting yourself short of like the talent of Kuzma and of fucking Jeremy Grant?
Yeah. If you're paying somebody, I'd like to see them pay Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Because he's much better defensively than Kyle Kuzma.
Do you think they'll bring back Alec Burks?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think they use the shooting for sure. Love Ivy, but I think they need a piece like that. That they need some fit.
I mean, Harrison Barnes averaged 10.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 1.3 assists in the 71 games in his playoff career. So, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, overall, I mean, it's just I can see us getting him in the fact that we need the veteran leadership, but I just don't know if that's someone that kind of fits on the timeline.
Mm-hmm. Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at too. I think you're selling yourself short with the Harrison Barnes because you're trying to go the cheaper route.
Mhm.
Like, I'd rather get somebody who's going to give you a little bit more long-term time. How old is Harrison Barnes? Like 30-something?
Probably, yeah.
Jeremy Grant, like 28, 29. And then I'm assuming Cam Johnson, I think younger
Harrison
than
Barnes
both.
is 31.
Harrison Barnes, 31. How old is
Jeremy Grant is 29.
29? Oh, damn, he's not too far off. Cam Johnson probably the youngest.
27.
And then you also have the liability of knowing that he played for Monty within Monty's system.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would be really surprised if that's not a player that they don't grab in this offseason.
Yeah, you're right. I think, like, talking it out right now, Cam's definitely not for sure coming here, but more than likely going to land here just because of you already have a guy that's bought into that system.
Yeah.
Someone to rely on, and not that these young guys need help buying into what Monty's offered, because Monty's.
But it's nice to have somebody who's familiar with it already.
Exactly.
Who's done it
He said,
before,
"Hey,
who's
listen to
been a part
coach.
of it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, guys, this guy knows what he's talking about." Type situation. I guess it's Cam Johnson. How much you getting paid?
Aaron S makes a good point. He says, "Yes, we need quality over quantity. We have plenty of guys that can play. We need star power."
Star power. Cade's gonna be that star power.
Yeah, but like a star 3 and D, like not like.
Cam.
Yeah.
Whitmore, you got to wait 2 years for it to load. That's all. We got time. You for two. Ivy still got.
Steve Wild says, "No old men like y'all." I'm younger than everybody we just mentioned, but
So yeah,
yeah. How old are you?
Yeah, Parker's like 12.
Yeah, Easy's 40, but that's all right.
I know. I need a coffee.
We I like Jeremy Grant, man. If they could bring back Jeremy Grant, that'd be very cool. I'd be very down for that. His
29?
switchability on defense, I think he'd fit the Monty Williams system very well. His catch and shoot ability. He's already familiar with the city, with the front office.
How is all right? Because Monty's got that 5-second offense. It's called, right?
0.5.
0.5. Passing out of those guys, it's Cam. Cam's the best fit.
Or Jeremy. Jeremy's a good passer too.
You think Jeremy's a good passer?
Yeah.
I think he's an okay passer. I mean, better than what we have now. So I'm not bitching.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
I don't think Cam Johnson is that much better of a passer than Jeremy Grant is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess like not so much that, but more so familiar with like the passes that need to be made in this 0.5 offense. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What are you more? No, I was gonna ask a stupid ass question. Actually, I'll ask it. What are you more excited for? Pistons season or Lions season?
Lions season, easily.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I
That is a stupid
stopped.
question.
Yeah, I told you it was a stupid
Boo.
question. Told you it's a stupid question.
Easily the Lions.
Number one.
Number one.
Number one. More likely to make the playoffs? Lions.
Easily the Lions.
Bro, I gotta kill a couple minutes here. Give me a break.
Who's gonna make the playoffs first, Tigers or Pistons?
Pistons. No, you made a face.
I don't know. I mean, they're doing pretty well this year. I mean, if they win the division, aren't they in?
Yes, but they're not going to win the division.
I mean, yeah, with Riley Green out.
Yeah, and Erod.
Well, Riley's like a little whatever.
It's a stress fracture.
It's a stress fracture. He's out indefinitely.
Yeah.
I feel he'll be back sooner than later.
I don't know about that. They haven't told the severity of it, but he could be gone for a little while.
Damn. Erod?
Game one of the finals tonight. I'm hyped for that.
Timetable for Erod? Are we hyped for the finals? I think like everyone knows it's gonna be the Nuggets.
JB, you think it's gonna be the Nuggets?
I think it's gonna be the Nuggets, but don't tell James Houston that because he still believes the Heat.
James Houston said
Heat are making
7.
it.
Parker thinks it's gonna be the Heat.
Well, I think game one is going to be Heat. I think the Heat are going to win 2 games, and I think the Nuggets are winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I got Nuggets. I'm excited. I'm watching. I'm excited to smoke.
What time is it
relax.
start? 8:30 probably.
I think so.
Yeah, I believe the game one's 8:30.
8:30 ABC.
And then game 2 is Saturday or Sunday. I'm not 100% sure.
I got my sister Jenna revealed too, but Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell spoke today at OTAs. Parker, you might cut the break early. We'll refresh this whole freaking show with some fucking football since we're all excited about the Detroit Lions. You down?
For sure.
All right, man. Tell us about Big Boy.
I will, because Big Boy at Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. Try some classic breakfast items like strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with their refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including their berry delicious classic strawberry pie, deep fried vanilla Oreos, or strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm Boy Easy, joined by my guy Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Parker in the TV booth. I almost left it up that time. JB Smooth, the ones and twos. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We been talking about Monty Williams, Detroit Pistons, what that future and timeline is going to look like for a very long time. Over an hour now. Pretty impressive. Hour deep Pistons talk. But we all know football's king in this town. Time to talk Detroit Lions. Speaking of Detroit Lions, the head coach spoke today, and he had this to say about Kirby Joseph. My bad, Park. I should tee that one up.
You are. You're truly under a microscope. You have a direct connection and link to the fans, the media, everything, which you open yourself up to. I mean, but I think that's very much in today's world that we live in, and you just got to understand that. Now, as far as, I mean, yeah, but I do believe it was harmless. I don't, and honestly, when I saw it, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. You know, Goff knows where he stands. You know, the team knows. So I don't think it's a big deal. You know, I think he was just more than anything. He's like, hey, I like Lamar. More than, hey, yeah, we got to have him. I don't like, you know, he never said that. It's a little bit like what the catch thing. Would you like more targets? Somebody said, hey, you need to get him the ball more. He said, I liked it. What does that mean? He's not bitching about getting more balls. It's just, yeah, okay, cool. I like that comment. So I just don't think it's a huge deal.
You buying it?
Yeah, that was Dan Campbell speaking about Jameson Williams and Jared Goff and what's going on there with when J-Mo was liking the tweets of Lamar Jackson and different things like that. So, yeah, I'm buying it. It was fucking nothing. Nobody cares about that shit. Like, you guys cared about it more than anybody on the team. You guys cared about it more than Goff or than obviously Dan Campbell. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a situation. Dan Campbell, that same pressure said that he would have went to J-Mo himself and be like, hey, what's up? You got a problem with me? Straight up, which I think we all believe, you know, Dan Campbell would handle that situation like that because he's a fucking macho man, dandy savage. But do you think Jared Goff had that conversation with J-Mo and squashed it, or you think J-Mo was?
I don't think Jared Goff does not seem like a confrontational guy at all.
Yeah, and
he does not. He's a true professional. He's not going to let something like that bother him. He's not going to let something like that. Like, I'm not going to throw to J-Mo because he liked the tweet about, you know, blah. It's like when people in the chat were like, Jameson Williams needs to be gone because he's disrespecting Jared Goff. Like, get his dick out of your mouth, bro.
Whoa,
like, nobody cares about that shit. You guys care about that way more than anybody on the team did.
What about J-Mo? You think J-Mo went to Goff and was like, hey,
no,
if you saw this, I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
I don't think it has. You don't have to make any comments about it. They're there to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to let a liked tweet affect your job performance.
Yeah.
I kind of see it as like, oh, I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson, so I liked his tweet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's, I mean, we know how people get when they see Lamar Jackson in something related. I mean, what, the past couple of months before he signed, everybody's like, oh, Lamar Jackson coming to Detroit because Jameson Williams did this one thing. And, like, they're doing the same thing with D-Hop and the Jets now, how he had that one little Jets logo on the TV. I mean, what's next? I mean, are people going to be going crazy because Myles Garrett had a Lions game on in his living room? Like, what is next?
Yeah. Span, you should carry this one.
Yeah, no, dude, what?
The puke.
Really?
Yeah.
You all right?
I just carry.
Yeah, I think there is a lot going on this more in the social media sphere than it actually was with the Detroit Lions or their team or the offense that they were like. These guys aren't worried about their teammates liking tweets. These guys aren't worried about what their teammates are doing on social media. They are worried about winning football games. And you know what would help them win football games? Jared Goff throwing the ball to Jameson Williams. That would help them win football games. So it's not going to be anything more than what it was. I think it got blown up a little too much out of perspective. And, you know, it is what it is. There's Dan Campbell right there telling you that it was nothing. I don't think much of it. And the culture of this locker room is, we all talk about that, right? The culture of the Lions, what they're building. Oh, look at how much different this is than the Matt Patricia era. Yeah, this is part of it. They don't let little things like that affect them. Maybe if this was back with Matt Patricia, maybe if this was with Jim Schwartz, where it wasn't the best culture, you didn't have that just confidence coming down from the top, from Sheila Ford Hamp to Brad Holmes to the head coach to these guys, that maybe something like this would bother them. Maybe something like this would cause them to lose focus. But with what Brad Holmes, Sheila Ford Hamp, and Dan Campbell have built this locker room to be, they're not going to let something little like this affect them winning games. They're not going to let something little like this affect them being better, going out there, working hard, or using a weapon like Jameson Williams. I just think it was a lot of people dug into it a little too deep, and a lot of people, you know, you see stuff like that, you think about, oh, look at that, it's disrespect. It's not disrespect, man. He's just liking tweets. He's a kid. He's younger than I am. Let him do what he wants. JB, do you think it was overblown, or I know you're Team JMO all the way.
Oh yeah, you know I'm Team JMO, free JMO, but yeah, it was just overblown. I mean, these are two grown men out here. There should be no need for them to sit here and have to go face to face with each other and apologize. It doesn't make any sense. They're not kids. No one did anything terribly wrong here. You just liked the tweet. As you said, Spencer, he's a young guy who is probably just a huge Lamar Jackson fan, which I'm assuming he has been.
He said
since
before,
been in college.
he's a fan of Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. So what's wrong with you going to his social media, or if you seen his tweet on your timeline and just liking it? I don't see any harm in it. Like I said, these are two grown men. They don't need to have an adult come in between them and make them come together and apologize. Like, just get over it. And I know Jared Goff's not going to be the type of person to take it out on J-Mo when he does get back and be like, I'm not going to throw him the ball, as you said. Like, hey, you guys have a job to do, and it's to win football games. Do your job.
Yeah, J-Mo's, you know, like you said, he's a young guy. He hasn't really been through this before, but Jared Goff is on the opposite end of that spectrum. Jared Goff is the ultimate professional. You see him out there, he says all the right things, he does all the right things, and this is a part of that. This is a part of not letting something like that affect your daily play, not letting something like that affect the future you're building in Detroit. And like I said, the culture here is strong enough to insulate small things like that. What do you think, Parker? Is he?
I mean, I kind of see this whole thing as like, how many people were doing the same thing when Tom Brady was in the league? Like, everybody was a fan, like, coming into the league is a fan of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
This is just another one of those situations where, oh my gosh, Lamar Jackson. I mean, does Jameson Williams maybe hope maybe later down the line in his future career that he plays with Lamar Jackson? I'm sure. But I don't think it's a disrespect to Jared. He's playing with Jared. They're winning games. But yeah, it's just such an overblown, nothing topic that just doesn't need the life of day.
Yeah, it's dead. They squashed it. Dan Campbell even said it himself. But Dan Campbell also had more to say in his press conference, and this time he was talking about the growth of Kirby Joseph and what he can do next year.
Like we see the plays he's capable of, and now it's just being consistent, man, over and over. Here's the thing that a little bit with Kirby. Because, man, he does. He's instinctive. He's a good athlete. He's rangy. There's times where, you know, he could veer off a little bit, and, you know, maybe go out of the wheelhouse of what we want just a little bit. And but that's all part of being a young player that has some ability and is learning to grow. And so just the consistency, man, just do your job. Be conscious of your landmarks. Understand what's going on beneath you. But man, there's a ton of growth still with this player. That's what is exciting. And he's very conscientious. He works at it. He is instinctive. And that fires you up for a young player. I mean, that's what you want. Guys that have shown the potential, but yet they continue to grow and have a lot of room to grow.
And we've talked about that on this show before, to where this was Kirby Joseph's second year playing that position. He only played safety for 1 year in college. And he comes out there, he wasn't expected to take a big role. He wasn't expected to play all that often in his first year in his rookie season, but Tracy Walker gets injured, the position opens up, and now you have some room for Kirby Joseph to fill those shoes. And what did he do? He went out there and he balled. He went out there and he performed. He went out there and he showed the ball hawk playmaker that he can be. So it's impressive to see that the coaching staff has that much respect for him. They know that much about him, but there's still so much room to grow, which makes it so exciting for the entirety of the Lions defense, really. It's not just Kirby Joseph that has room to grow. It's Aiden Hutchinson. It's James Houston. It's all those playmakers we saw on that defense in their rookie season at the end of the year, turning shit up, making plays, winning games, picking off Aaron Rodgers' his last throw at Lambeau Field. And they were rookies, so they're only going to get better. They only have more room to grow. And now coming into this year, they're going to have a season under their belts. They're going to have a lot of confidence because they know that they can play on this level. They know they can make plays on this level. And now it's just, we're going to see hopefully J-Mo unleashed eventually, but we're going to see Kirby Joseph unleashed. We're going to see Aiden Hutchinson hopefully healthy he doesn't deal with the bicep that he was dealing with last year, making plays. And it's exciting to think of how much this Lions defense can grow, especially in the young guys.
It was in question before, but I feel like it almost not prove a year, but a year to know for sure what Kirby is. Mm-hmm. And maybe not even fair to do that because he's only been playing the position, 3-4 years now? Yeah. But last year, we talked about heading into the season with the Warrior. And you were kind of high on Warrior. I felt like a lot of the situations where he's intercepting the ball was a little bit of luck in there. Which in every single almost turnover situation is a little bit of luck. But you make the play on the ball, you grab it. Kirby did that often last year. Almost too often to be true. Too good to be true for a rookie guy in his third year playing the fucking safety position. So I feel like this year, if he's able to replicate that or at least get his hands on enough balls, to continue to be a playmaker or disruptive in that secondary, then for sure you got a stud. Yeah. You got a fucking guy. Mm-hmm. And these are the conversations we had at certain points in last year just because of the performance he was putting on, but he can continue to do it. And I think this year is a big opportunity. Fucking the opportunity. He's going to get that regardless, but we're going to find out what he is for sure or not. And there was some inconsistency in coverage. We talked about it once, obviously, twice in the Seattle game, his very first start. Mm-hmm. But then remember the Bears game, too, in Chicago, when what was the tight end's name? Komet? Yeah. Komet kept breaking open, and some of those were busted coverages by Kirby Joseph. I think that's where you want to see the step up from Kirby this year, as in true coverage points. And I think Dan Campbell hinted that, I don't know if we played it in the video, but in the full press conference, it was there was times where Kirby was cheating up a little bit to make the play, and lucky enough made those plays. Sometimes you're good enough to do that. You're allowed to do that things. Troy Polamalu for the Pittsburgh Steelers was free and open to do what the fuck he needed to do, and he's fucking a Hall of Famer for it. You know what I'm saying? So if Kirby's allowed that freedom, that leash to continue to be what he's going to be, I'm willing to accept maybe a little bit of headache sometimes if he's letting Cole Komet open. And even in that scenario too, we got Tracy Walker back, you got Cam Sutton back, you got CJ GJ, and you also have a guy that's been referred to as a mastermind to my face in a personal conversation, not in an article, not with a microphone in front of him by Alim McNeil at the Pistons game in line for chicken wings. Called AG a genius. Yeah. So I'm sure if they're going to allow Kirby that, I don't know the word I'm looking for, that open field safety, the decisions to kind of do what he needs to do or what he wants to do, to trust his instinct and playmaking ability, I'm sure AG is going to have a backup plan for guys that he should be covering or in the zone or range of. You know?
And he did that without a veteran presence in that secondary last year. I mean, you had Deshaun Elliott and Tracy Walker, who was injured, so it's different when the guys are on the field now. But now you've got a guy like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Now you have a guy like Cam Sutton, dudes that are going to be leaders in that secondary, dudes that are not going to let him blow coverages like that without being held accountable. So that will only influence more growth in Kirby Joseph, is having guys like that, having players like that are going to hold him accountable, that have played on the highest level. So, like, he has to listen to him, because Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was the best safety in the fucking league last year, and it's just awesome to think about this, man. Not only how much better this defense is going to be with the players they brought in, but the growth of the second year guys, the growth of the playmakers that were so young on this team last year. I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to see what these guys do. I can't wait to see Kirby Joseph going crazy out there. And oh man, every time I talk about the Lions, I get fucking juiced up, man. I just wanted to be here.
I mean, this isn't a prep sheet, but like any Pro Bowl predictions out of this roster, or should we say that for its own segment?
I think we should do that as its own segment tomorrow this week. There's going to be quite a few.
Isn't that weird to say?
No, not really. I mean, they had 4 last year?
Yeah. All right, so we'll make its own segment for like specific names, but like, what side of the ball do you expect more appearances?
Defense.
Isn't that wild to say?
That is pretty wild. That part is wild to say.
That is insane. Because last year that was their weakness.
Yeah.
Was the defense. And that's why we had the conversation, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, the most improvement out of any team in the NFL offseason, hands down.
Hands down.
I don't think they're the only ones saying the defensive side of the ball could see more Pro Bowlers than the offense either. JB, you?
Oh, it's defense all day. Like, no disrespect to the offense, but defense has come a long way, and they're improving day by day. So I expect a lot more on the defense.
I expect at least 2 in that secondary and 2 on the defensive line.
Oh. Man, I know we're not shouting out names, but I want to guess so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I already know.
Yeah,
pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. Can I guess?
Yeah.
CJ, GJ, and Kirby.
No.
Right? No. Who's the other guy?
Cam Sutton.
Cam Sutton, Pro Bowl season.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
You too, Parker?
Yeah. I think Cam Sutton's going to be great next year. Along with Chauncey, along with I think Aiden could be a Pro Bowler next year if he really wants to.
I think Hutch is going to be a Pro Bowler next year.
Okay, I think actually Hutch being a Pro Bowler too.
And I think James Houston.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't sleep on our boy Aleem.
Aleem?
Don't sleep on Aleem. Don't sleep on Aleem. That's all I'm saying.
Pro Bowl Aleem.
Bro comes in looking cut, ready to go. I can see it happening. I feel
like Cam will have that unappreciated production where it's not going to be rewarded. Because you know what Pro Bowl is. It's name sometimes. Like, I mean, he got signed a big contract, but I don't know if he's going to make a Pro Bowl.
Amon-Ra didn't get in the Pro Bowl until I forgot who he replaced, but he didn't get in originally when he was one of the better receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we can see a situation like that.
Yeah, but with what we expect the Lions to do, 11 to 12 wins, win the division, like, they're going to have the clout to be like, yeah, they're getting Pro Bowlers in.
I just feel like Kirby's going to provide those highlight-type plays. Same thing, obviously, CJ.
Yeah.
CJ is cracking in the Super Bowl, too.
Oh, for sure.
I think
he put Isaiah Pacheco on the floor.
Yeah, that's the hit that I think injured him.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, he played the rest of the game. What was it again?
I don't know.
It's the fucking labral McFloria.
Yeah. Well, if the Lions don't have any Pro Bowlers, which would be a damn shame, I might need somebody to talk to. And luckily, we have the place. That is SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency. The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live over sports.com. I'm the Williams, joined by my guys from Rex.
What up, bro?
Parker in the TV booth. JB Smooth the 1 to 2s. This is a comment with Sports Chat before we went to break. I feel like one of you guys haven't already, by the way. But let me find it here. I think it's by Jackson Hunter. And he says he has a little bit of concern about Cam Sutton. He said, I like Sutton, just not sure how he fares against tall, fast guys like Jefferson, Watson, and DJ Moore. Now, the one name specifically, I mean, two of those names actually are within our division. Justin Jefferson.
All three of them.
DJ Moore. Watson. Oh, for some reason I was thinking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Christian Watson.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have
the
concern.
I don't have any concern with him.
I'd have to, like, now what I'm going to do after reading that comment, though, is, I mean, tonight, once I get the downtime, if it's a blowout, if the Nuggets are already up by 30 in the second quarter, I'm probably going to hop on some Cam Sutton tape against Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
See how he fared against them. But I think it's called a zone split, where you have one guy play. It's what they did with Monty Williams and Jeff Okuda. Because obviously Jeff Okuda is more built for man coverage, Williams more built for his zone coverage. But I obviously feel them fixing that situation like that. I know that's Richard Sherman, probably one of the best cornerbacks to ever do it, was given obviously that zone scheme too to be successful in. Then, but I also don't think I don't want to limit Cam Sutton to. I know that's going to be the role he's going to have to fulfill because of GJ's been brought in, and I don't think that was a plan for the offseason to happen. I think that kind of just fell in their laps a little bit. I think he was supposed to play that nickel spot.
Yeah.
If you look at the Steelers tape, that's where he was majority of the time. I think that's what allowed him to. Sometimes he bounced back into safety too. Like that's what he was. But I think in those situations, man-to-man, outside receiver situations, fast, tall guys, I think we got to show some respect to Jerry Jacobs a little bit here. All right, Jerry Jacobs has been commendable. His service has been really commendable for coming in as an undrafted free agent. And then you also have this guy named Mosley.
Manuel Mosley.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
He's pretty good.
That guy's probably a pretty good defense. You know, he's been known to lock guys down in man coverage. I think he had 5 pass breakups in just the 5 games he played last year. So I think that answers your question for those tall, quicker guys on the outside. And I am curious to see, though. I mean, I said this before, too, how this puzzle is going to fit.
Yeah.
I think we see a lot of different fronts, a lot of different teams.
I think so. People are going to move around.
Yeah.
You want to do this draft?
We do the draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just have Parker make Chris's picks. They'll probably be better anyways.
They probably will be better anyway. Offensive player of the year?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the odds. I didn't send a screenshot of the odds on this one. But real quick, I guess before we do that, though, to the Sutton on the outside, you have concerns there or no?
No, I'm not concerned about that at all.
All right.
I think we'll be able to get the job done.
Have you done offensive rookie of the year?
I think we should do offensive player of the year
You
first.
offensive
We
player
did
of the year?
defensive player of the year yesterday.
All right. I'm gonna let you start it off.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right. With the first pick of the 2023 Heavyweights Offensive Player of the Year draft, I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey, running back, San Francisco.
I should not have let you get the first pick.
So, Parker,
bullshit.
I'm going to send this in Slack to myself right now. So go to the Slack with Spencer on it. And that's the odds. And so it'll give you a list of the best odds. But we'll have you go last. So, Easy, you're next.
You want me to go next?
Yeah.
I'm not prepared to go next. Go give it to JB. I got to pull these up.
Well,
what?
You know who, you don't know who the best offensive players in the league are?
No,
I
don't.
You can't make one pick?
No, I just got back from fucking puking. Take it away, JB.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead, JB.
All right. Justin Jefferson. Give it to me.
Justin Jefferson?
Yep.
Are you writing these ones down?
I don't have a pen.
You have a pen? All right, I'll write it down. You got CMC.
Yep.
All right, JB, Justin Jefferson. And I'm going to go with Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, that's fair.
Take a little bit of Jamar Chase action. Do you have the odds in front of you?
Yep.
Where are the power rankings right now?
Jamar Chase is number 1.
Jamar Chase number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Parker, you get 2 picks back to back. We're doing a snake draft.
All right, so, I mean, what were the selections? Christian McCaffrey,
Justin Jefferson,
Justin
and Jamar
Jefferson,
Chase are off the board.
Okay, so that's top 3 already. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, I like that.
That's a really good one. I almost went him.
And then you get another pick.
Oh, shoot
yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah, back to back.
I don't know if Cooper Kupp. I'm not going to pick Cooper Kupp. Man, he's low. This guy's real low, but I don't know. Saquon Barkley.
Ooh. With a number 2 overall pick?
I don't hate it. JB, it's back to you.
Is it back to me? I thought it was easy.
I think it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just go to easy.
All right. CMC gone. Jefferson gone. You know who's... He might be a breakdown here, too. When's the last time a quarterback got this? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Give me Devontae Adams. Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy G fucking sucks, dude.
JB?
Is that Easy's final pick? Or?
Yeah, I can't.
Patrick Mahomes won it in 2018.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, that's my pick. Patrick Mahomes. All right.
I don't hate it. All right, I'm going back to back. I'm going to take... Nick Chubb. And...
Nick Chubb.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't know what happened. Jalen Hurts is actually a really good pick.
Nick Chubb and Jalen Hurts are my 2. So I got Christian McCaffrey, Nick Chubb. And Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. All right.
I just don't like quarterbacks. I feel like quarterback is MVP. But
yeah.
When you look at the list, like 2018 is Patrick Mahomes. 2016 was Matt Ryan. 2015 was Cam Newton. Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Derrick Henry, Michael Thomas were the last 4. So I feel like they're straying away from giving it to quarterbacks because quarterbacks always win MVP.
Yeah.
And if a quarterback has a season like that, he's going to win MVP.
Well, then why'd you take a quarterback?
Because I didn't want to take Jonathan Taylor. Or
Yeah, I don't. Why is Jonathan Taylor so high?
Cooper Kupp.
Are they expecting a big revival for the Colts this year?
I mean, I think Jonathan Taylor will have a good year, but.
Can I take Justin Fields? Does he count as a running back?
JB, who's your next pick?
What was the last pick?
I took Nick Chubb and Jalen Hurts.
Damn, I was gonna pick Nick Chubb. I guess I'll stick with quarterbacks here. Give me Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Ooh, gross.
Going back quarterbacks?
Ew. Easy, who you pick?
Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler. I don't hate it.
I feel like you could have a little bit of... Oh, fuck me. Wait, am I back-to-back right now? No, I'm not.
No. Parker is. Parker, another back-to-back.
We picked
I remember
recently, Mahomes?
Mahomes is gone.
Taylor,
no. Taylor's still there.
Taylor is still there.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not even looking at Taylor. Devontae. I'll go Stephon Diggs. I was going to say Devontae, but I forgot that he currently does not have a quarterback. So.
Easy, didn't you take him? Or
who?
Devontae Adams?
I took He took Stephon.
Yeah.
I took Devontae Adams.
You took Devontae Adams, yeah. Stephon Diggs is... You just took Stephon Diggs. Devontae Adams already off the board.
Sounds good to me.
So you have Tyreek Hill. Who's his other one?
Tyreek Hill, and then Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Okay. Now who's picking it? Mine?
No, it's still his pick.
He's snaking it?
Has Garrett Wilson been picked?
No.
Garrett Wilson has not
I'm
been
going to
picked.
go Garrett Wilson. I'm really high on Garrett Wilson this year. I think he's going to have a tremendous year with Aaron Rodgers. So, Garrett Wilson.
I like it.
I like it. You ready?
Yeah.
Travis Kelce. What the fuck? Why did it take so long for someone to pick him?
It's a good pick.
Dude, I
Travis
didn't
Kelce.
even
No, it's not on you. Hey, I
didn't even think about that.
I wasn't ready for this either.
JB?
This is my last pick, too?
This is your last pick.
All right, I'm going to stay home with this one. Give me Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra.
Wow.
That's a good pick.
Who was your other quarterback? Mahomes. What was the other one?
A.A. Ron.
Rodgers.
I am going to go with... Do I do a long shot? I mean, it's my last pick anyways, right?
You might as well.
Kenneth Walker III.
Wow.
I like it, actually.
Give me K9 with my 4th pick.
I actually like that.
You know someone that wasn't picked? A.J. Brown.
Who?
Yeah, A.J. Brown.
A.J.
did
Brown
get
wasn't
picked.
selected.
That would have been a good pick too.
Yeah.
There's probably a couple receivers out there that all could have gone. As much as like Tyreek Hill got picked, I mean, probably throw Waddle in there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously got JJ. So Spinney's got Christian McCaffrey, Chubb, Jalen Hurts, and K9. I like that team. JB's got Justin Jefferson, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't like that team. Parker's got Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, Stephon Diggs, Garrett Wilson. I think there's some sleepers on that one. I got Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Devontae Adams, and Travis Kelce.
That's a good team.
Yeah.
I'm drafting Garrett Wilson this year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Garrett Wilson's going to eat for sure.
Dog, he ate with like the fucking
Zach Wilson, Mike White.
Yeah.
You know when he was really eating? I don't understand why they're having such a
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they put him back under center? Did he just like not want to do it? They even beat the Browns. Getting with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Browns will be the Browns.
Browns going brown. That's true. True that. All right. We're doing nothing.
Yeah, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy Spinball Rex.
What up, though?
Parker in the TD booth. He did a great job today.
You know, yeah. For sure.
Did a really good job.
Thanks, guys.
He even feels talking parts too. Filled in. Saved it when I had to go puke.
You know what would be funny is
What?
if the only one of these drafts that Chris won
is the one he's
was
not
the
here.
one Parker did.
Yeah.
Hey, got to fill in for my boy out in Wisconsin.
That's fair.
Yeah, getting ran.
Living that pride life.
Yep.
This is Sports Bet MGM. Justin Jefferson won. This is. I want to make sure this is actually from this year. No, it's not. Don't listen to me. Fuck me.
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, yeah, give us the little lowdown.
It's Jamar Chase 1, Justin Jefferson 2, Christian McCaffrey 3, Cooper Kupp 4, Tyreek Hill 5.
Why is Kupp 4?
Did anybody select Kupp?
No.
No.
Smart decision.
Yeah, the injuries scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor after Tyreek Hill.
That's wild.
Then Lamar, Mahomes, Hurts, Fields, Adams, Diggs, Josh Allen, Garrett Wilson.
Wow.
I can keep going.
No, yeah. I just can't believe that. Because I got a couple guys I think that I drafted aren't even on the list at all. Eckler and Kelce.
David Montgomery has plus 17,500 odds.
Yeah, he ain't winning that.
Yeah.
Unless he goes for like 17 touchdowns and. I mean, if he has a just monster season, he'll get it.
TJ Hawkinson has plus 25,000 odds.
Woo!
Look out. Some sleeper. Jared Goff, plus 25,000 odds.
He's running with it.
That's pretty crazy. I feel like he would be higher.
No one respects him.
Jared Goff for MVP.
All right.
Will Levis, plus 50,000. Last place.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He's had a rough couple days at OTAs.
Yeah, he has had a rough couple days at OTAs.
Has he? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Said he's looking bad.
It's that Tennessee whiskey, baby.
Said Ryan Tannehill
I
is
have to work a second job. I miss being able to hear that
light
shit.
years ahead of Will Levis and Malik Willis.
You said Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill is light years ahead of Will Levis and Malik Willis. Right?
I mean, well, he should be.
And on the on the flip side, Anthony Richardson, I guess, is picking up things faster than expected.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
heard that a couple weeks back on. I think McAfee was talking about that, but he's also a Colts fan. To be fair, how crazy! Remember the Colts whooped our asses over in joint practice?
Yeah,
and they ended up just being complete garbage. Yeah.
Well, Shaq Barrett got injured, and Jonathan Taylor was injured for most of the year.
Yeah.
Who was my second pick? I forgot already.
Your second pick was Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you didn't like that one. I like Hurts and K9 a lot.
Yeah.
I think K9 could happen.
Nick Chubb's a dog.
CMC. I think CMC is like my number one pick. If I was number one, I probably went CMC too.
I got a lot of running backs.
Why'd you guys both pass up on Jamar Chase? It's not on your brain? Or?
I'd just rather have
Well, I know
Christian
you had
Cam.
CMC, yeah. That feels like a gimme.
If I would have taken Jamar Chase if it wasn't for CMC.
Yeah. James Houston was on the bottom line.
Yeah.
Ermanni and Edwards.
Yeah, he was.
With Maz. What a mouthful. Pause.
That was dope. Well, they were calling it Old Man in the Sea because Ermanni was out, so it was just Maz and Braylon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd the interview go? Like,
It was good.
Juicy?
It was good. He was, talking a lot, man. Talking very confident, saying he wants to double his sack total from last year. How excited they are to play the Kansas City Chiefs.
You mentioned anything about the new guys in the backfield?
Oh, yeah. He said they bring a lot of juice.
Yeah.
So they bring a lot of juice to practice. The vibe in the defensive locker room is up. Everybody's hype.
Kanye, not a big Lions fan then, huh?
yeah, Kanye, not a big Lions fan.
Bringing a lot of juice in that backfield. Kanye, not a fan.
Jesus Christ, man. No.
Makes sense. He's from Chicago.
It was a great interview.
It
It was a great interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maz did very well. He said that Deion Sanders and Dan Campbell are pretty similar.
What?
Like with how they coach, how they address being great leaders.
How they dress?
Address.
Oh,
like address
I was
their
gonna say,
players.
wait.
How they dress, yeah. Dan Campbell walking in with minks and buffs on. No,
Should be funny as fuck.
dude, we should get Dan Campbell.
That's
some
tomorrow's
buffs.
thumbnail.
Dan Campbell and
Meek
mink and buffs. Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
we got Ryan for that one.
But
if I ever see Dan Campbell walk out on the field with some buffs on, dude,
that'd be legendary. 50-0.
That's going on shirts.
Yeah.
When they secure the division, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Get lit in that.
Also,
or when we win the Super Bowl.
When they win the Super Bowl. If they win the Super Bowl, you better be at the parade with some buffs on the whole time.
Oh, for sure. They're all wearing buffs.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
That'd be crazy.
That would be so nuts. I'd be drunk for like a week.
Would you cry?
I would cry for sure.
I think I'd cry. Would you cry, JB?
I would cry.
You know I'm crying.
I would cry the moment it happened. I would cry at the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parker, would you
If
cry
the
outside?
Lions win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'll cry at the parade, but like, dude, I will be the happiest man alive. I mean, Lions winning a Super Bowl. When in a million years did we ever think that would happen?
And Chico G's right. I meant Shaq Leonard.
Shaquille.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I said Shaq Barrett. I meant Shaq Leonard.
You just said Shaq Barrett. That's right. That's right. I know what you meant.
But man, I don't even like. It's crazy to like how far away of a thought that was only 2 years ago. Like the Lions winning the Super Bowl, yeah, fucking right. But now it's like you can actually see it happening.
I'm about to ask the Woodward Sports Chat. Would they cry?
Or what's the wildest thing you would do if the Lions won the Super Bowl besides cry?
Well,
Like, would you
doing
burn
drugs.
some couches?
I already got tattoo bets on the line if Jared Goff wins the Super Bowl with the Lions.
What kind of tattoo bet you got on that one?
I'm gonna get 16 behind the ear.
That ain't even that bad.
With like the Lions font.
Yeah, and grit across my stomach in like Tupac font.
Would you? I mean, Grady Dick.
Would I go on?
You know, grit. Because you all up in your stomach. I get it. I see what you did there.
What? No, I would not Grady Dick. But that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave a 5-star review. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy. Parker filling in for Chris, doing a great job. JB Smooth in the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.